Welcome once again, everybody, to a brand new SHIRO show. We are brand new, and I am back on the set. We are back with my set in the set. And it's set.
Here we are. The comfy couch.
Big comfy couch with Luna and Molly, thumping her dolly, and the big comfy couch. Who also happens to be Claire Redfield for some reason. And that's actually not a joke.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you still getting over it, the sickness, Pat?
I'm never over the sickness. I'm always down with the sickness.
You gotta get down with the sickness.
I'm always down with sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. That's the way I like to put it.
Are you feeling better, though?
Get down. Come on, get down.
Yep, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not coughing as much.
Good to hear.
I'm back in the ring. I got thrown into the fire. So I'm back into it. Dan was like, you better post an article up or I'm beating your ass hard.
I was not like that at all.
That's right.
That's what he said.
It's true.
I told you you're required to get your story up at the last minute like I usually do, or so I don't feel so alone in my lateness.
Yeah. Which I did, but we got the article up.
Yep.
What's up, 28 in chat? Wiener Bob, Sega, Analog Black Sheep, Saturn, Tales of Saturn. Hey everyone, Neil Henderson, SHIRO. We got the Memphis in there. The Mamph. Good evening from Germany. Pierre Garreau, Pudgy Bunny, Captain Hodden, Paru Nexus. We got Shadow Mask. We got Lee, Toast with the Most. The Toast with the Most. We've got
Toasties with the Mosties.
An ad popping up in front of me. Let's see here. Thanks, YouTube. Max Geese, Raiden, David Zaney. We've got Googie 2149. Let's see here. What's the music from? That would be our own random composed that music. If you're talking about like the intro music. Let's see.
All the music's composed by random at this point.
Notorious Pip. Let's see. Who else we got? CS Wiv. Cerulean is here. Everybody's changing their names. Like, is that Trekkies? Ring Fault?
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm worried about. Like everybody that has that avatar, it's
huge
like
ass.
I need to see if it's Trekkies or not.
What's up, Dave? How's it going? Yeah, if it's Trekkies or not. Ivar Wienerholm, Kuro
Ivano Wienerholm.
Yep. Ivano Wienerholm. Okay. Well, thanks everybody in chat. If you are watching and you haven't said anything, say hi. I'll usually acknowledge everybody who's in chat at the beginning of the show. Happy Friday.
Some text if we don't have anything to say.
Yeah, and if you're watching and you don't mind sharing out the stream, that always helps us. Give us a thumbs up, ring the bell, all that.
Thumbs down if you have to. If you really have to give us critical criticism.
But then again,
I mean, we get that on some videos, so I appreciate it. Nothing's perfect, so I don't feel bad if we get a couple thumbs down or not. It's just the nature of things.
Except for your beard. It's looking very well manicured right now, Pat. You're looking very, very clean, very svelte.
Thank you. Very schmelting accident. No, I did my best. I've been trying to keep it nice and cleaned up, but it's gotten longer. It was really short at the beginning of the year, so I'm trying to get it into good tip-top shape. Make sure that it's nice. You guys also has very groomed beards.
Not me. Mine is all scraggly and everything. I need to do better.
Getting it good. What I like to say.
Hey, Eric, for once, I'm not the odd man out without a hat. This is new and different.
Oh,
how about that?
Wait, you have a SHIRO? Oh my God.
Yeah. We got SHIRO hats on specifically.
That's right. We got our SHIRO hats.
Well, I made Pat disappear.
I'm rocking the navy blue, but I don't think you can see that on camera. It just looks black. I like your color coordination. Your blue with the brown.
Yeah, thanks.
So, you go in Seahawks or Patriots?
Seahawks. I still I feel like it's been too soon since the Patriots were so dominant. They didn't have enough time in betwin being awesome. Yeah. So I have a grudge as a Browns fan who hasn't seen his team be good since I was 5. Aside from like the odd year where they maybe make the playoffs. Yeah, I kind of wanted to see the Patriots down a little longer. So
the Bears were close.
To be fair, though, the Seahawks haven't been bad for that long either. But they're an NFC team, so I have less hatred toward them. So yeah, I guess go Seattle.
I'm also a Cardinals fan. Even I mean, despite what you may believe from all my Bears because I'm also like the underdog with them. So Seahawks have to lose, but also Patriots have to lose. So I don't know if both of them blew up on the field. I think I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, you're rooting for the Meteor. Understand?
I am. The Meteor blowing up the field.
PB Praga, and we got Con Artist Chronolate in chat as well. So what's up, guys? Welcome, Froggy. Frog Bowl is here. We can start the party. Did you bring the
party
beer?
has begun.
All right, so what have you guys been up to for the past week? Any pickups?
Besides being sick?
Yeah, besides being sick.
I
know
actually
you've been up to that.
I've actually been pretty busy. I got some pickups that I could show off that I missed.
Cool.
We had a couple of them, so I was at actually one of them is going to be a review technically, so we'll talk about that. So I was at Bookman's and I found some pretty good deals for games. I'm guessing prices are going down, but I found this one and I'm surprised at how much I got it for.
Oh wow!
So this one has always been the $150, $200 game, and I got it for $45 because I guess the price went down on it. So that was kind of crazy.
In general?
Huh?
Like in general?
No, just a Paper Mario on 1,000-Year Door. I guess there was a remaster that was pretty much 1-to-1.
Oh.
So it dropped the price down dramatically. So I was glad to get it for $45 instead of $150. Yeah, it doesn't.
A lot of times, like older games will still have their collectible value or whatever. So it's surprising that happened to Paper Mario.
Yeah,
so it was just a case of like it becoming accessible to a lot more people, and yeah,
I guess so.
Right. I mean, you're right. That doesn't always happen. I'm certain, like, you know, I mean, what is it? What is it? Cotton 2 is still an incredibly expensive game, regardless of the fact that you can play it on numerous platforms, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, sometimes that does happen where it's like a game is only accessible on one platform, and then when it opens up, it's like everybody's like, okay, now I don't have to. By the way, is there any rot on that disc? Did you check? Is it good?
I don't see any rot.
There was a thing with GameCube games is that a lot of times like you can get like holes in them or something.
I don't see any holes.
Okay, that's good.
No holes that I see. I don't know. I've had GameCube for many years and I've never had rot issues. I had a day one, so I don't know.
But you're the one that told me that some GameCube games have issues with that stuff, right?
I thought that was Sam. I think that was Sam that said a lot of
was
stuff.
That Sam? Okay, well maybe
he was big onto that. But the thing is that I heard that and I know that it's a thing that could happen, but I don't experience it. I've never had a GameCube game die on me. Like the only thing I really had rot issues with is Laserdisc because they're garbage.
Yeah. But that's a whole other story because a lot of those discs were made like what in the 80s.
70s.
Laser discs was like 70s, 80s, yeah, and it's completely different.
Yeah, I also picked up a Saga Frontier or Soba Frontier based on the thing. The guy at the store said, "Oh yeah, I always called it Soba Noodle Frontier because it looks like soba instead of Saga Frontier." So, another good one, only $30. So I was happy to pick this one up. You usually see it for like $50. So, huh?
Is that a Square game?
Yep, Squaresoft.
Square. Okay, yeah. I never played those, but I know they had some on the DS too. They had like that series. I never really got into it, but that's cool.
Yeah, and then I guess the kind of review portion that I picked up the VMUPro, got a pink one. Picked it up from 8-bit mods.
That's cool.
So it's been an interesting experience. I originally ordered it last year, pre-ordered it. I got sent a link by somebody and I pre-ordered it. And I waited, and apparently it started coming out in October last year, and I was like, what's going on? I didn't get any notifications. Come to find this year that apparently there is a tariff tax that they added onto it, so if you didn't pay the extra like things like $12 for the tariffs, that it didn't get shipped out to you. So I saw it in my email, I went and pre-ordered, saw it on February and sent it out, and they sent it out to me. So it's been
it's good
interesting.
you found out about that, because that can be kind of frustrating when like something's holding up your order and they sent a message out to you, but you weren't expecting any kind of a problem, so you wouldn't necessarily be looking out for a message like that.
Yeah, so that was kind of annoying, but got that sorted, and I picked it up, and it's been interesting to say the least. There's been a little bit more research than I had to do and to get a lot of the features working. So the thing is that the base feature is really good. You update the mode, you plug it in, and it has game ID, so it'll automatically create a save for your VMU game that you're playing, the save for the game you're playing. So it'll create a little save thing. So I've been doing that a lot and pretty much just deleting what's been saved and copying my save onto it. So it's per game save, so it'll detect the game and it'll boot to the virtual memory card that has the save on it, which has been incredibly useful. Like, I'm really excited about that. The thing that's been, and that's the good part of it about it, that's been really working well. Managing the saves has been good. All the Wi-Fi features, the updating has been great. There's only been a couple issues I've run into with it that's been kind of annoying, I guess. So the first one is that I couldn't get apparently there's a web UI that they had. They were like advertising for it. I tried to get that working. Like, I tried to connect to the VMU. I even pinged it from my internet. Like, I did a ping to make sure that it was picking up the IP, and it was. But it turned out they didn't have the web UI ready for it yet, so it's kind of not working as of now. So I can't manage my saves to my computer. For some reason, you can't change the name of the memory card or the channel. You can't change the name of it on the VMU itself, which is kind of annoying. So I had a bunch of memory cards 1 through 12, which is all my backups of my other memory cards. It doesn't seem like there's a
chat.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadow Mask wants to know what made you go for the VMUPro versus VM2.
I think it just came down to I just saw it. Like, I didn't have the money at the time for the VM2 to buy it, but when this came out, somebody sent me a link, and I was like, oh, I have some extra money. Let me go buy it. So I bought it, and it's by the dudes that did the memory card pros for the GameCube and the PS1 and 2. So I figured it'd be pretty good, a pretty good buy. But
I see you got pink to match your your
Soccer Wars,
your Soccer Wars Dreamcast. Yeah.
So yeah,
that's very appropriate.
Yeah, so it's about the same size as the Soccer Wars one. It's the screen's a little bit bigger and it's a lot nicer. The best part about that I like a lot about it is that it you can actually emulate games on it. So like you could emulate Sonic, Pokemon, all the other games. So like let's see if I can get the games up on it right now. So not with this D-pad, not really. The D-pad is definitely a little bit of step down from the VMU on
but
the.
You can.
If you really, the thing is that it's good. It's good if you want to play like RPGs. Like if you wanna play some like Pokemon, it's like pretty perfect for you. So, so I'm trying to get to. We'll do some Pokemon Silver on here. So, so you see you got like loading up right there. You can barely hear it. Kind of hard to hear. But yeah, it's you got Pokemon Silver on it, right there. There's some Pokemon Silver if you want.
Nice.
Like I said, that's really good. It also works as an MP3 player. I didn't get a chance to test that out though. But if you have like if you have like a USB-C to the headphone jack or you get a wireless headphones, you can connect it and play music on it. So that's kind of cool. Yes, so that is a VMUPro. I just picked that up.
Like you think Rockbox will make a version for the? That would be funny.
That'd be funny. But yeah, you can listen to music on it. You put an SD card, so it's technically an MP3 player if you really want to bring some MP3 players. Had some issues with the MP3 where it had a hard time detecting when the song ended. It kept glitching out like with a number. It does play music. If I can show it here without. Basically, I picked a go to like the music MP3 player and you just play music. It's kind of hard to hear, but you can. I don't know if you can hear it. I guess it's getting muted out from that, but there's music that's playing.
We believe you. We trust you, Pat.
Plays, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, besides that, the only other issue is that I had an issue with VMU to VMU, but I figured that out. Apparently, the things that I expected, you can just like connect it, it'll jump it. Like you think it jumped the battery, you can just copy all the saves. You actually have to have a fresh battery in here to do the transfer. So I had to get some new AA's, new Sierra 2032s in these, do the VMU to VMU. So that was kind of interesting. I wouldn't recommend using it if you want to yeah, if you want to do VMU to VMU saves, it's kind of a whole process.
Analog Black Sheep, that's a good
Yeah.
shout. Today is Bandcamp Friday. If folks want MP3s, all the proceeds go to the band because Bandcamp like waives their share. So
yeah, go get them put on your VMUPro and play some music.
Yeah, it's a good call. Good call. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. What else?
No worries. Yeah, Analog Black Sheep was saying that the MP3 player interface is a bit awkward. I definitely agree. It's not really how I expected. Like, I thought maybe left and right you could click it, but it's like A to pause, B to stop, A to stop, B to pause. It was really interesting. There's a lot of, like I said, the base feature it's saving, it works and saves a lot, so that works, but there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't seem to work. The VMU on OBS works perfectly. I did that first try, so gotta give them props. I couldn't figure out how to get it working, but you can put it in there and I'll do it on the stream. I'll put my VMU on there. You can actually play the VMU and play it on the stream, so it's really, really cool. It has a little window on the top to show the VMU. I'll do it when I play the game that we'll talk about later in the article, but overall I like it. I think there's a lot of things that need to be tightened up and some features, but for the most part it's been going well. There's some crashes I had, so it's not the most stable, but yeah, there's also, I had to do that a couple times where it would hard freeze on me, so there's quite a number of issues with it currently with it, but like for what it does, it works. I don't think I'd say not buy it.
Is the firmware beta? Or is it like a, are they calling it?
It's released. It's releasable. Like they had a beta one before that. That Tito did for, was it Macho Nacho? Was that the name of the channel?
Yeah, Macho Nacho Tito.
Yeah, and he talked about that a little bit. He went through a better explanation of the whole thing with it. I just, like I said, I like it. I just wish some of the touted features were like available and working the way that they said they were. Like some of the I don't think there was a way for me to connect my headphones wirelessly either, so there's a couple of them I wish they wouldn't have advertised unless it got working, but if it's coming out soon, that's fine. But yeah, just want to let people know that this is definitely a sort of a more work in progress, kind of like the Satiate at the early ages. So
the Saru.
The Saru, well, not the Saru. I'm not gonna. That's slander right there. It's not Saru levels.
It's not
Saru levels of
level,
issues.
okay.
It's pretty damn good. I do think if you want,
you had an eyebrow go up.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
It's impressive. Like, it's very impressive.
That's awesome.
But I do think that if people want something that could save, I definitely would recommend this. I do think the emulator thing is really, really cool in the MP3s. I really want to try. I really want to try a little bit. Try the headphones and the music player a little bit more. But hopefully I can get a USB-C to the jack, the 3.5 millimeter, and maybe that'll fix it. That'll work. But right now, all it plays is out of this mono speaker. So unless you guys want
a tiny speaker,
some Beatles and then speakers, then
Shadow Mask was mentioning throwing some. I think he was talking about throwing MP3s on the PSP. I was gonna say, like, hands up, anybody who remembers, like, before iPhones, surfing the web on your PSP and like playing MP3s and
that's what
crap,
I did.
You know, like
2005, baby.
Game systems, like before smartphones, it was like DS and PSP were like my internet browser and my MP3 player. Well, that and an iPod, video, and I tried to make the iPod video do all sorts of stuff it wasn't supposed to do, but those were the days.
Yeah, but overall,
smartphones ruined everything.
Yeah, but definitely recommend trying it out if you can. Definitely recommended. But yeah, that's about it for my review of that. I'll be trying it out on the stream a little bit later, so if you guys want to check it out. But what about you guys? Sorry for taking up 20 minutes doing a review of that. I figured people want to hear my opinion on that real quick.
It's okay. Well, I had the opposite of a pickup this week. My Dreamcast stopped reading discs this week.
Oh no!
Which makes me super sad. Yeah, I was playtesting the not yet released English translation patch for Sega Gaga, and I was trying to do like a playthrough and make sure everything worked and like proofread, help them out with that. And I like got a couple of crashes where it just like locked up. And I told them about it, and they're like, well, that's not happening for us on like emulator or, with GDI. Because I was actually like reading it off. I was trying the CDI version. That's why I specifically was helping, because I have an unmodded Dreamcast. And So I'm like, maybe it's just like the disc, the disc, giving me a hard time or something. So they suggested, well, a lot of times when there's problems with the Dreamcast, you need to like clean the power supply pins. So I had Pudgy Bunny, who is better with cleaning consoles and taking them apart and all that stuff than I am. I had her take it apart and take a look at it and clean the pins and put it back together. And then it would not read discs anymore. And we tried taking it back apart and putting it back together a couple more times. And like we put some like grease on there that was supposed to be like good like electrical component grease or something for the pins. And so we took that back off because it seemed to make things worse. And taking it off seemed to make it read discs like spotty, but not consistently. Like it won't even do retail discs anymore. It used to do those just fine. So it's not just burn discs. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if like we need to replace the capacitors on the power supply or just get a whole new power supply, because I know that they do sell those, or what we need to do with it, or if just the laser's going and I should just spring for a GDEMU. I'm kind of at a loss.
To the potentiometer on the laser?
No, we did not, because that's supposed to be like a last resort. Because that can kind of like burn out the laser. But I mean, I guess at this point, it's our last thing to try that doesn't involve spending money.
Recommend, if you're using CDRs and you're doing CDIs, I would as somebody who I mean anecdotally, having done it on several Dreamcasts and still having them running to this day, you're all you're doing is lowering the resistance a little bit. On those pots, so that it allows a little bit more voltage through. And so you're gonna start by just doing like a hair of a turn and then see if it reads, right? So you're not gonna make a big adjustment, right? You're just gonna do a tiny little adjustment, see if it reads, and as soon as you can get it to read, a lot of the times that could be the thing right there. And I know I've had to do that on certain units and stuff like that. So if you're still using discs, I would recommend doing that, because your power supply might be fine, but until you try that, I wouldn't just write the system off.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I certainly wasn't going to junk it. It was just a question of, okay, are we going to replace capacitors on the power supply, buy a whole new power supply, just get a whole whole ODE in there? Like, how much are we Frankensteining this poor thing at this point? But yeah, we'll try to mess with the pot a little bit and see if that helps. I was just like so disheartened.
It's not going to kill it especially it's not going to kill it just to try it. I mean, as long as you don't do like a full turn, if you just do a tiny little hair of a turn, and I mean, read online about it, because I can't remember if it was lefty loosey or righty tighty. I think but so read a guide online.
Lefty worky or righty broken.
Yeah, if you're doing tiny little adjustments, it's not gonna. There are tolerances to these things, so it's not going to hurt it, especially just to test it out and see if you can get the disc to read. And then just make tiny adjustments until you can get it to read, and then just leave it at that. Is what I would say. Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
also, that's with CDRs, they're not as reflective as. Oh, but you said now you can't get you can't even get retail discs to read.
Yeah.
So
correct.
It could just be,
I tried several retail discs, and it kept saying like, please insert a valid disc.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost 30 years old, the drive, so I wouldn't be surprised if it needs a little help.
Honestly, I would probably just go ahead and just get a GDEMU at this point. I think they're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Honestly, like you can reach out to Derek Prescarella. He knows like where to get like the best ones, especially because he was telling me to get one today. Funny enough, when I messaged him about the issues I had with the VMU thing, is like, you should definitely get a GDEMU, and that way it'll have better support for the VMUPro on it. I was like, okay, so
yeah, I know it's something that is definitely an option. I would feel like kind of sad that I can't really like use any of my actual discs anymore. It's not like I have a huge Dreamcast collection, but still, I just feel like I could get more use out of them. I'd like to.
Chronolay says he has extra lasers if you need help.
Okay, I saw Malenko said he does too. So thanks, guys.
Too. Well, there you go. That's awesome.
Thanks, guys. Like honestly though, the Dreamcast is probably the one system that I lost the lasers the most on. Like, I think I went through 3 or 4 different Dreamcasts on lasers alone. Those lasers are so fragile and die so easily. Honestly, the funniest thing I did was I actually used a good laser and I put it in a Naomi GD ROM. That actually works too.
So here's the thing. In the defense of the Dreamcast laser, I just want to say that running a CDR on a Dreamcast and running a CDR on a Saturn are not created equal. It's not the same thing. On a Saturn, you're running a 1-to-1 copy of the game, albeit on less reflective material. You know, depending on what quality of discs you have, there are some really reflective CDRs out there, but it's like 1-to-1, right? So it's what the system is expecting. But with the Dreamcast for years, I mean, and it all depends on what version of the dumps you're using, because some folks like would reorganize stuff so that it wouldn't like stress the laser too much. But when you're like getting rid of dummy data and kind of like moving stuff around to make those what are they? The disk juggler files. You know, they're like bastardized versions of like the original GD-ROM, you know? And in some cases, they like I would hear my Dreamcast laser going back and forth like bit, trying to keep up with all that information, because that's not what the original GD-ROM would have had it do. You know what I mean, Pat?
Yeah.
You know, so they basically had to like compress,
that's the thing, is that it's
try to compress all that information, and then you have the people doing the overwrites on like the 99-minute discs. You know, getting those like banana discs that go 99 minutes and having them like write over. I think you could do like overburn on it to cram as much data on there as possible. So like those were some dark ages of Dreamcast burning, if I remember correctly.
You don't want to. Honestly, nowadays I don't think you even want to with all the easy availability of GDEMUs and stuff. I probably don't even recommend people play CDRs on their Dreamcast anymore. Just get an ODE in there.
The cool thing is, once you get an ODE in there, you can download an entirely new batch of ISOs that are all GD-ROM ISOs.
Right.
They're like direct rip, and that way you're getting like the game as it was intended.
Thank you, Paru, for the good vibes. I feel especially bad for Bunny, because she like felt awful that she felt like she broke the Dreamcast because she was the one messing around with it, and then it stopped working. And I'm told her like, you know, you didn't like do it intentionally. Like it's just it's just something that happened, you know. So it could
have just been coincidental.
Yeah, right. Time. So, you know, I felt bad that she felt bad, and we both felt bad, and it's been a bummer of a second half of the week here.
Anytime I power on an old game console that I haven't used in a while, I always kind of cross my fingers and worry that it's going to break. Like, it's been sitting there. Like, is this going to be the thing that causes it
My
to
Dreamcast
break?
did need a new battery, which we did put in, because that's the one mod we do have on the Dreamcast that has like the easy battery replacement mod, which is nice. So we have a new battery, and we put some fresh grease on the gears, so it's not as loud when the laser is moving. So a couple of ways we did improve it a little bit, but we just got to figure out a way to get it running again. Reading discs, I mean.
Seems like everybody in the chat's got some options for you, so I think you should be good.
We abused it.
Sorry, this has been Sega Dreamcast SHIRO today.
I love the Dreamcast.
Oh, it's gonna be.
You know,
it's gonna be.
I know, because we have more Dreamcast news, but we do have some Saturn news to talk about too. But did you have anything you wanted to talk about first, Dave? Anything?
I've been long-winded enough. I actually don't have any updates this week other than my headache. That's just kidding.
That's not a good pickup either.
No, my neck hurts. Right, I woke up and my neck hurt, and now my head hurts. But it's okay. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
So let's do community updates, right?
Do we have any community updates?
So community updates. I guess we can jump to our story from Gregory about the our wrap up of the community monthly challenge in Zap snowboarding tricks. How about we do that?
Slopes closed.
Yep. Lifts closed on the SHIRO Zap snowboarding tricks community challenge. Like I said, this is written by Gregory Rasputin, who is on the committee for the monthly challenges. And he said, we got a new charisma. Which is a reference to the game. The SHIRO community kicked off 2026 shredding the 32-bit slopes of Zap Snowboarding Tricks 97 for our first organized challenge of the year. As the Zap faithful undo their digital bindings, some intrepid fans literally packing up their Saturn arcade racers and enjoy a well-earned hot cocoa. Let's break down the action that just wrapped up. And we got some good quotes here from some of our participants. Like Dream Master said, I'm very excited to play it, even though Zap Snowboarding Tricks One seemed to be considered bad by many. I find it to be an incredibly fun and worthwhile game. And Gigi said, yeah, I've legit been having a blast with this. Like I've said before, it's kind of like the Sega Rally of snowboarding games. Just quite the high praise, I would say. Would have loved to have this back in the day. Of course, this is a Japanese exclusive game, but it's full of English, so very playable. So yeah, who did we get to win? You can check out a story on SegaSaturnShiro.com to read the whole thing. And jump ahead a little bit. So we had a Sega RPG fan controlled the leaderboards in all 3 races. Okay, so Time Attack, our #1 world champion was Fart Daily. Second place was Sega RPG fan. By the end of it, Fart Daily did come out on top eventually when he jumped in and just started kind of taking over. GG did get 3rd place in Time Attack. Then we had Weekly Score Attack weekly challenges, and in the halfpipe hero, Japanese jibbing, American alpinist, and European express lifts, all of those were won by GG. So congrats, GG.
Wow, he really got into the slopes on that one.
Yeah, you may not have won the time attack, although you placed 3rd, but you kicked ass on those score attacks.
Is
so
GG
congrats.
in chat with us? He's usually in chat with us, but I didn't see him today.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, yeah, I don't think he's here. Congrats, GG.
Yeah.
Good job on those.
You're just a little bit bashful is all.
And our 2nd place on the time attack, Joe, Sega RPG fan, said, thanks everyone for the participation and giving this janky game a solid go. I had a good time playing it. I hope everyone who participated found a new charisma and can confidently say they know where they're going. We're in the final, he had said this at the time, we are in the final hour now, still time to get those last minute submissions in. Brothers and sisters in Zap, have a good night and catch you in the next challenge. So yeah, all prize winners will be receiving bespoke magnets designed by our very own Saturn Dave.
Mr.
And
Dave.
as the
Mr. Dave.
I can
and as
hardly,
the Zap,
I can hardly accept credit. Get it? Credit? No, it's. I didn't really design it. There's a sticker included as a pack-in. If you get like a complete copy of this on Japanese auction sites or whatever, and you get a complete copy, it has like this little sticker that says credit on it, and it's their design basically. I just replaced like credit. With
Dave stole the credit.
But you still did a great job of replacing that one word, Dave.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not taking credit, he's stealing credit.
But no, it's cool. It'll be like, if you have a copy of the game, maybe I wonder if Zaiden will print it at scale so that it can be packed in with your copy of the game.
Yeah, Zaiden is making these prizes, and as the Zap 97 world champ, Fart Daily also gets a one-off hat for the prize.
Yes,
but you designed that as well, right?
Yeah,
that's a different design.
I think that'll be just like the logo.
Okay.
I wonder if folks are interested in like a shirt for this challenge. Should we do that? Should we make commemorative shirts?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should do that
for people who
at the beginning of a challenge, like as we're kind of like planning out, figuring out what our next challenge is going to be, which we'll be figuring out the March one here in the next few weeks. We should probably have like a T-shirt on our TeePublic shop available for everybody. That just anyone can buy.
The person who wins gets the one with the back printed as well, which is like usually. All of the entries and like the person who won on it. That's what we've done in the past. I guess we didn't do that this time.
Although in this case, it's a hat instead of a T-shirt. It's okay to switch things up.
Yeah. I think the virtual racing thing was a hat as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of that ones, but I mean, it'd be pretty cool if we just have a T-shirt of it. I think just like the logo, or just like the snowboarder or something like that. Like maybe Photoshop this out and just have the snowboarder doing like a cool trick or something. The game.
Well, it's the SHIRO snowboarding tricks, like from the original article when we opened up the month. There was a logo that I sent Double Dime.
It shows a good logo.
I'll be down for that.
Anyway, congrats to everybody who played this game and placed.
Congrats indeed.
And got their air
Thanks
tricks.
for participating. I think it was 15 people participated in total, and we had like over 100 submissions. So some good activity throughout the month.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. It looks like even Panda.
Pandemonium hopped in on it.
Nice.
So. Cool. All right, so I guess we can move on to the news segment, because I think that's all we've got for community updates, unless you guys can think of anything. Sorry, I didn't come up
Nope.
with like a show outline. I was busy writing a story at the last minute instead.
Do we know?
Hey,
what
that's
our
what I was doing too.
Is there like an unofficial week? Like our month off? Is there a community unofficial challenge for this month off?
I think they were talking about that, but I can't remember what it was. I think people were maybe still playing Zap snowboarding?
Not a bad game to play.
Correct me if I'm wrong in chat.
Yeah.
But,
So, and I know
I can't quite remember.
Yeah. So usually, there will be like somebody suggests a game. So it could be that they're just continuing with Zap, but if not, yeah. Look forward to another official community challenge in March.
Right.
So what's up? Chorking?
Yeah, we're just chorking it.
Talking ecology.
Just chorking it, Dave. All right, do you want to talk about this, Dave? Since I think Dan and I got the other two.
Yeah, let's see here. Jung Rhythm,
Sweet.
#Best of Saturn. The fine folks at Japanese software house Altron Corp were clearly into the good stuff, and in early 1998, they conjured up the absolutely bananas Jung Rhythm. Ah, Mr. Chorking is always so cool. So let's recycle. I love that. So let's recycle.
Always good to
It's
save
a
the
funny
world.
Yeah, conceptually reminiscent of the lesser 32-bit consoles, nod wink wink, Parappa game, that gray system. Jung Rhythm has players taking the role of Vanilla Essence, a young girl enamored with chorking.
Wow, we didn't need to know that. A little bit of TMI on that.
Rock star.
Peter knows what he's doing with this story.
He knows what he's doing. Essence sees superstardom in her future, but to get there and fulfill her dream of a duet with Chorking, she must navigate 6 song and dance-filled stages. Gameplay consists of observing, then copying various button presses in rhythm to each song, which is much easier said than done. Occasionally, freestyling is allowed for bonus points. This is important because each scene ends with Essence being rated on her groove, rhythm, style, ad-lib, and impact. Do well enough, and you live to dance another day. Visually, the game is an exaggerated, colorful cartoon, and the songs are completely chaos for your mind. But surrender to the music, and you'll feel Jung again as you bust out your moves. Practice
Jung and Mighty.
2-player battle modes are available as well. This lovely title was translated to English. Patch on this link right here. In April of 2024 by the quartet of Derek Pasquarella A-Team, Shadow Mask, Malenko, and Wired Crackpot.
The Beatles of fan translation.
The Beatles of fan translations, yeah.
But yeah, Shadow was saying that he believes that the chorking is just a conjunction of a chord king, like a chord king, which makes sense.
That's kind of what I thought. Because he
Kind of
plays
like
the guitar, right?
Digi Carrot.
Chord king. Chord king.
He's just chorking it.
Yeah, I think,
Let him chork
Unless
it.
he's like the king
I think
of
that's it.
chores. Or he's like chorking on his own lyrics. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's more like chord king.
You know, this is a funny thing. The video when I did the stream of it a couple when that was dropping 2 years ago, and funny enough, I would like the video was like it got decent like views, and then like about a year ago it jumped up to like 3,000 views for like no reason whatsoever. Like the algorithm was like, you know what, let's bump this up. So like randomly, it'll still be like it's still in our top videos. Like it gets 100 views a week almost. On my playthrough of it. It was a funny one because a lot of people, but yeah, this one was rudely popular and it blew up. But I'm thinking maybe when that video came out about it, maybe that's what really blew it up, and because it has a full playthrough of it, so I think maybe that's what really gets people on it. But
yeah,
but it is fun. I like it.
Yeah. I think it's got a ton of. I think it's definitely got like the character and style going for it. It doesn't like the button presses don't feel as good in terms of rhythm timing as like Parappa. Like I think they tuned that one a little better, or just made it easier so that it's like there's obviously some degree of latency, you know, with a controller, and then whenever it's a rhythm game, it's like latency is absolutely, you need to have none of it, you know, because you want to be able to press on the beat. So that, and obviously, you know, when you press the button, the console has to like register that and process that. So I don't know, the Parappa kind of did it better, I think. This game, even Pat noticed on his stream that there's just like this, it's tiny, it feels a tiny bit off. So you almost have to like adjust to that and kind of do button presses like a fraction of a second earlier in order to get it to register. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing, that was like on a PVM too. Like,
yeah, that was on a PVM with a wired controller. So, I mean, if folks are using, I don't know, scalers and like Bluetooth controllers, forget about it.
Forget about it.
But yeah, but I mean, at least the good thing is, you know, you can play through the story mode and know what it's all about, which is basically ecology. It's important, folks.
It's really good though. I like the game a lot. It's challenging, and once you get it down, I think it's a lot of fun. And honestly, I think a lot of people should play it, and I'm glad we had that challenge of it.
Definitely.
Kind of regret I didn't wear my shirt today. My Jung Rhythm shirt. My
you
picture.
Can't say without saying Jung Rhythm sweet.
Yeah,
I keep almost saying it. I'm sorry. I say it so much in the credits. I actually saw that he I guess his credit card thing, he like he re-upped as a member, so thank you, Young Money Sweet, or Jung Rhythm Sweet as we call it. Obviously he hasn't got
Young Money Sweet. I love it.
Poor guy, we just mess with his name so much.
Money. Yeah, we do.
We greatly appreciate his support though.
Young Money. Nice.
Young Money Sweet, oh my god.
That's
well,
like
I guess
right?
I just saw
That's
him he just got off of our Patreon, so we lost him, unfortunately. I'll try my best, guys, but my pronunciations just ruined it. We lost him because of me.
Peter? Peter just joined chat, so.
Peter.
Another good write-up. Showing off another translation patch game.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Culdcept.
No. We gotta back way up, guys.
We have to go backwards.
Before we continue, I'd like to highlight, because we're not going to read this whole thing, but I'd like to highlight a really nice feature piece that Chronoli wrote and we published on Monday this week called Sega Saturn Memories Volume 2: The Journey Begins. So if you're wondering where Volume 1 is, it is from back in 2024. Chronoli had intended to, write a second volume a little sooner, but he did not get around to it until now, and he said he wants to try to be a little more consistent with it. So that's really cool. Looking forward to the next entry. The first entry was about how he kind of like discovered, his eyes were open to the glory of Japanese games on the Saturn. It's subtitled Sengoku Blade, so it was one of the several Japanese games that he got into with the Saturn.
He's in the chat with us.
Oh yeah, he is. And so this week's
do you want to talk about it?
Piece is The Journey Begins. Oh yeah, he is in voice chat. Do you want to talk about your piece a little bit, Chronoli?
Yeah, and if you guys have, can you guys hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions about it, as I'm just kind of freewheeling here, feel free to stop me at any time. Okay. But first of all, I was inspired to get back of it. I know I missed the SHIRO episode the other week of the passing of Magic Knight Frederickson, and 3 years ago, when I first got onto the SHIRO Discord, Mr. Frederickson was one of the first peoples that I interacted with, and I ended up sending him some games. There's some images down at the bottom of the article of some of the things that he bought from me during that year. So, and his passing kind of hit me really hard, and it just made me think about how much the community means to me, and supporting you guys. So I just wanted to write a piece out there to kind of commemorate Mr. Frederickson, but also just kind of get the ball rolling again on everybody's Saturn journeys and how they started. So that was the inspiration for it.
Don't worry, that hit me too, Chronoli. Nice. That hit me too. When I saw that, I kind of just stopped, and I don't know. When you see something that just makes it more real, that makes sense. So I'm with you, man.
But one of the things that I wanted to hit upon is that everybody's Saturn journey begins like somewhere, right? And mine was just kind of this comedy of errors, because I tried to get the introduction to the system for me was EGM issue 100, right? they had this top 100 list, and some Saturn games made it in there. And I came up on Guardian Heroes, which was number 66, and I was like, well, what system is this game on? And it was the Saturn. And I'd not seen the Saturn much at all in the shops, so we went to our local Funko Land at the time, which was about an hour away, and they had one in there. But when I brought it home, they didn't have the right video cord.
Oh,
so
no.
we had to return it, and then I didn't get another system until 2 years later, and it was just kind of random because some guy in high school had a system with Guardian Heroes, and that's just how my Saturn journey started.
Which you love beat 'em ups, so that's why Guardian Heroes kind of like stuck out to you, right?
Yeah.
I like that time gal's on the table.
But yeah, so 2 years after we initially tried to get it at Funko Land was when I finally got the Saturn, and that's how my journey began with the system.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a really, really good piece. Thanks for writing it up, Chronally. And like I said, I'm looking forward to your next one when you write it up. That is kind of interesting that it was just you were reading an issue of EGM, and it basically single-handedly sold you on the Saturn because you saw these games that they're highlighting that you'd never gotten a chance to play before, and you just you had to play them. And even when it was 2 years after seeing that issue, it was still stuck in your head when you finally encountered somebody who had a Saturn and had that particular game, had Guardian Heroes. So yeah, that is kind of a funny way to get into Saturn, but it's cool.
No, for real.
Thanks. I appreciate you guys for letting me share and provide some content to y'all.
No, for sure. I really like the Funko Land stuff. I grew up there as well. I went there quite a bit as a kid. I got my first favorite console of all time. First favorite Nintendo console, the Super Nintendo there, and my first couple games there. And yeah, I fell in love with a ton of systems there. And I think that's where I saw the Saturn for the first time as well as a Funko Land. It's kind of funny that you also had that experience with Funko Land, finding the Saturn there.
Yeah, Malenko in chat saying he worked at Funko Land too.
Dang, lots of Funko here.
So Funko Land became Electronics Boutique?
Yeah, they bought them out.
They bought them out. Okay. That's funny. A lot of folks have Funko Land memories. I've never even seen a Funko Land in person.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe it was a
California
thing
around here.
Yeah, there was one. There's one in New Jersey and Arizona I went to. There was one at the mall, in the mall in Arizona, the Superstition Springs Mall, and there was one in a Jersey, I think it was on a corner somewhere in Jersey by Toys R Us. It was right next to one, so that's how I remember those two of them. But yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a California residency or anything like that, or anywhere you were at, Dan.
Yeah, no Funko Land, no software, etc.
I think that might have been Babbage's
we did get EB
there.
Games. We did get EB Games eventually. We had Babbage's. We had CompUSA, Best Buy, Circus City. So that was kind of, and of course Toys R Us. That was usually where we were shopping for video games in the 90s.
Yeah, for me it was Electronics Boutique, pre-EB Games. It was Electronics Boutique and Walden Software, of all things. And then of course GameStop came in and kind of bought out everything.
I loved Walden Books when I was a kid. I loved going to Walden Books. It was so sad when it closed.
Yeah, we had Walden Books and then we had Walden Software. They were two separate stores. Because I think it started out as Walden Books and they were selling software, and that became a big enough thing to branch off into their own software store. But yeah, Babbage's, we never had a Babbage's in Reno, but that was more of an East Coast thing from what I understand.
Apparently.
Malls in the West Coast had software, etc.
Software, etc. Yeah, that's true. So there was actually one mall in Reno that had a software, etc., but it was kind of like that other mall.
Somebody put Suncoast video in the chat.
Oh yeah, we had a Suncoast video in our mall.
Suncoast video. That was where you got the anime. That's where way.
Oh
before,
damn! That's where Dave. That's where I had the Awakening. That's where I found the other anime.
I mean, that's where we would import anime on VHS because this was pre-DVD. Yeah.
I just want to point out that I just want to thank the nice people at Suncoast Video for letting an 11-year-old look at the covered up hentai section and didn't bother trying to stop them from doing so. Curtain.
Great, corrupting.
No,
our
it was just
youth.
out and about. It just had little thin covers on it. Yeah, so that's where I
really?
saw. Yeah, I remember there was a. I think it was Ghost in the Shell. I saw was the big one. I thought it was hentai, but it was just Ghost in the Shell. But there were some hentai titles. I think I remember La Blue Girl was there.
I mean, Ghost in the Shell
Sam
has
Goody.
some.
Yeah.
Has some nudity, so that would have kind of made sense anyway.
Yes.
But,
Sam Goody's another call for at least for CDs and cassettes. And I don't even know if they had vinyl back then.
FYE.
Yeah. FYE, yeah. To a lesser extent. I don't think we had one of those in Reno, but I know they had those in the Bay Area.
We still have them in Arizona, weirdly enough.
Oh, you still have one? Yeah, some of those still exist.
At the Arizona Mall.
Enough. Yeah.
All right, well, we also need to talk about Bo's Under the Microscope this week, which is on Hyperduel and Blastwind. Who wants to talk about that?
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I'll take it away if you want. Okay.
Ooh, got a motorcycle. Got a motorcycle by Dave.
Can you? Okay. So I was wondering if my gating is working well enough or no.
Yeah, I heard it.
Apparently not. You heard it. Okay. So yeah. Sorry, folks. It's
all good.
People are loud. Anyway, in this edition, Bo's got some new cheat codes for some games from Technosoft. Hyperduel, the horizontal shooter that was released for Saturn in late '96, and Blasey Wind. I think you meant to write Blast Wind, but I like Blasey Wind.
Did I miss a typo?
Blasey Wind.
Blasey.
No, it says Blasey Wind. That's
Blasey
fun.
Wind.
I'm gonna edit it out, but enjoy it for now.
Oh no,
That's
That's me after Taco Bell getting some Blasty Wind.
You created a new genre, Dan, inadvertently. Blasty Wind.
I didn't type it. I just missed correcting it until now.
Okay, Blasey. Okay, Blasey.
Okay.
No, let's see
So
here.
blasé.
So both of these games have hidden free play modes. Oh, really? Okay, they have hidden free play modes. Normally, they're unlocked when you successfully complete the games. Okay, that's what it is. But he found that there are cheat codes to enable them with special button sequences. Okay. Details about the cheat codes and reverse engineering involved located below. Hyperduel, navigate to the option dip switch assignment screen, hold L and R, and then enter the sequence. Holding L and R, you go up, right, down, left, AYC, start. And that will go ahead and you'll hear a sound effect. If you got it right, the cursor will switch to highlight the fourth bank of dip switches. Use the arrow keys to navigate to number 5 and press C to flip it on. Once the switch is flipped, press B until you've left the dip switch screen. When you come back to it, you'll see that there's a new choice under credit, free play.
This is crazy. Did these dip switch actually do anything, or is it just like a aesthetic besides for the cheat codes?
I think they do. There is a question about that at the bottom. So real quick before you continue, Dave, Graham Hill said awesome under the article, and Mr. Greedy said, thanks a lot. Now I can finally play these games to the end. I'm horrible at shooters. Regarding the dip switches, won't the rest activate some options too? And then he asked if it was okay if he could update the game facts page crediting Bo. Bo said, feel free to update game facts, and said, I don't think the other switches do anything, but tell me if you find otherwise. So maybe, probably not, but maybe.
I always think it's kind of funny seeing dip switches in the game.
Right.
Like, I mean,
console game, yeah.
I mean, maybe
Because
it makes
they
the
did
kids
it
feel
to
like they're
just mirror an
arcade
arcade.
operators.
Yeah, it's like you're an arcade operator or something.
Usually the dip switches aren't this
deal
intense, though.
Same deal with Blasey Wind. You've got holding L, R, A, C, and Y, up, left, down, right, X, B, Z, start, and you'll get the same kind of thing going on with this. Dip switches. Switch number 5 also enables free play in this game. Now you have as many continues as you need to get through the game. And then he goes through technical details of how he hacked it.
Good stuff.
Many thanks to everyone who played and wrote about my Sonic R patch last week. Which other Saturn games should I be modding? Give me your suggestions in the comments. So I mean, Bo's going through pretty much every game on Saturn, but if there's a specific one that you'd like to have him look at, he's always amenable to that. Like anytime there's a game where we have a suspicion that there might be something funny with it, we'll usually at Bo and say, hey, could you take a look at this game? And he's usually willing to put it on the top of the stack. So if there's a Saturn game out there that you've wondered about, or you think like has something funny going on in the manual, or something in it where you wonder if there's certain support for a peripheral, or if there's, you know, some kind of hack that can be done to it, just tell Bo. I guess you can just put something in the comments and he'll read it, or you can go ahead and reach out to him through his Substack as well, which is the 32-bit.
Yeah, he's also on X. He's on Blue Sky. So
yeah,
he's also in our Discord server.
He's in our Discord, so you can just at Bo Bales in our Discord.
I'm just excited for him to find the next. I'm excited for him to find the next "fuck you Osama bin Laden" thing in the Saturn equivalent.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if anybody really knew about Osama bin Laden too much or cared about him. I mean, people knew in the 90s when the Saturn was around, but
right.
But yeah, he hadn't risen to prominence yet, shall we say?
Yeah.
I'm more excited to see if we find like a Shinriki, the dudes, the own cult.
I don't know how else to put it.
I'm excited.
Become infamous yet, I guess.
I wonder if they have any of the Om Shinriki, like that death cult in Japan. I wonder if they have anything on that in here. I want to see that.
It wasn't a 9/11 joke.
I didn't even hear that, Dan. I was too busy making my own joke. We make jokes here in stereo.
You're
one
keeping
on
it
the left
rolling,
side,
Pat. I
one on the
appreciate
right
you.
side.
Well, I just like, you know, Dan rarely is that like just
what?
You rarely lose it. You rarely lose it on stream and end up laughing like that. So anytime I'm all for it.
Okay.
Yeah, so where were we?
I'll never forget that
I
joke.
don't know. Off the rails is where we were.
Go sub to Bo's Substack. Check out if you're interested in like the technical nitty gritty. He always includes like the actual code here, like what's going on programming wise, which usually goes over my head. But I know there's like tons of smart people in this community that might appreciate that kind of thing. So definitely check that out. And also, Bo's got a great radio voice, so go check him out on the Sonic Weekly podcast and the Green Hill Zone podcast, which he usually is like a guest host on there as well. So great guy, great community member. Keep it up, Bo. Appreciate you. Culdcept, the first. Now, is it time? Can I say Culdcept the first?
Yes.
Okay.
It's finally time for
No,
Culdcept.
I want to go over another
Dan,
article for an hour. No.
Okay.
You wrote this. So you want to talk about it?
Yeah, sure. So, yesterday we got the surprise announcement that Culdcept is coming back, not just as a series, but the very first game on the Sega Saturn. So this is, of course, from City Connection, because they're always the ones to re-release Saturn games on modern platforms. But this is not technically a Saturn tribute game because they didn't label it as such. They're just calling it Culdcept the First. But it's essentially a Saturn tribute game. It's running on the Zebra engine emulator. You know, it is the original Saturn game. What's especially cool here, though, is that just like with Assault Suit Lanos a couple of years ago, they are hacking a brand new English translation into Culdcept. It originally was released in Japan in 1997 from a company named Omiya Soft. They developed and published it. And then they later brought it to PlayStation in the spring of 1999. But neither of those versions ever left Japan. The game is very Japanese. And so it's a really pleasant surprise to see it. They're actually going to put an English translation into this. And this isn't like a case where they're just superimposing English over top of like the original game using their Unity wrapper, which is what we thought they were doing with Assault Suit Lanos 2 a couple years ago. But no, they really did edit that game with a proper translation team, an English translation team, and they did a really great job with it. So I don't know if the same people are coming back to work on Culdcept here, possibly. But either way, it's exciting that we did get a few little videos. I don't know if you're playing them, Pat.
Yeah,
from
I played the
page.
translation.
Okay. And then we also have a bunch of screenshots at the bottom of my story here off the Steam page, too. So this is coming out in July 30th, or possibly sooner. I'm not entirely sure. There's
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of like communication muddlement here going on. So the Japanese version was also announced alongside the newest entry in the Culdcept series called Culdcept Begins. I'm guessing it's like a prequel. And that was announced in the Nintendo Direct presentation yesterday. So that is going to come west as well. Of course, there's it's going to be on.
At least there's one good
Switch.
thing during that Direct.
Yeah. It was pretty cool to see. So that's going to be on like the Switch and the Xbox and the PlayStation and on Steam as well, I believe. But the Japanese trailer here, we don't have an English trailer for it yet for whatever reason. They even have this Japanese trailer on the English Steam page. But the description underneath of it says that the physical edition in Japan is going to be out a couple weeks earlier on July 16th. It'll only be for the Switch 2, but it's going to include maybe the deluxe edition, I'm not sure, but it's going to include Culdcept the First with it. And if you look at the official page for this Culdcept Begins, this new entry, on Clear River Games' website, and they said that they're going to put out Culdcept the First in the West, in Europe and America. Yeah, I guess. But they don't have a page for Culdcept the First yet on their website. They have a page for Culdcept Begins, which they did not technically announce on social media. They just announced Culdcept the First. But in Culdcept Begins, it says that it is coming out on July 16th, the same date that's in the Japanese trailer. But it doesn't mention anything about having Culdcept the First with it. So I don't really know what's going on. I'm just telling you what I've been able to find out. I guess we'll see how it shakes out in a few months. Either way, we know all this stuff is coming eventually in English, and that is super cool.
That woman is very intimidating to me with all her giant horns on her head.
The giant horn hat, yeah.
It's very intimidating to me.
The cover of that Saturn game, it always intrigues me whenever I see it in a stack of Japanese games, and then I look at the back and I'm like, wow, it really isn't. This whole game is in Japanese. I'm less scared of it now, but still, there's like a lot of like words even that I don't recognize because it's. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious though, Dan, is it possible for some smart person to like extract the translation from this and like just give us a Saturn translation?
Yeah, so anything is possible when someone is smart enough, and it's computers. Oh, by the way, we missed $1.99 from Wiener Bob. Thank you for that. I was
trying so hard not to laugh during your read of that article.
Oh, you were?
He said, "Yeah, Budget Buttery eating a candy bar with a fork." I'm like,
what the heck? That is hella
what a pretentious ass thing to do. Like you're like, yes, I'm going
I don't know, man.
This.
I think it's pretty buttery. That's pretty bougie.
I guess it's fancy. Yeah, it's fancy.
I mean,
isn't that a Seinfeld episode? Isn't there a Seinfeld episode about eating?
I feel like there probably is. Yeah.
Isn't it? No, it's eating candy bar out of the trash, right? Because he was like, it's trash.
Well, no, there was also one where they were eating like donuts and stuff with the fork. I remember that.
Well, like
there's a lot of those ones.
My son goes to cotillion, and this last, which is kind of like manners and stuff like that, and social dance. And this last one, they're talking about like table manners, no elbows, serving settings, and all that crap. And well, it's not crap. Sorry, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. But they're talking about
elbows on the table at all times.
What do you do if there's something small on your plate and you want to eat it, but you can't pick it up? And they're I'm just like trying hard not to laugh because it's like I don't know, like the lengths that people go to
just not use their fingers.
Right, to not use their fingers or to.
I wonder would be more rude to pick it up with your hands or pick up the plate and pour it in your mouth. Which one?
Well, I'm like,
would you say
just take a fork and shove it onto
rude?
Or take a knife and shove it onto the fork.
Anyway, tilting the plate into your mouth. That's way more rude.
But you're not touching the food.
There's this guy there's this like hoity-toity like cotillion guy on YouTube that does these shorts, and he did a video on like how to eat a candy bar with a fork.
Amazing. Love it.
And and then like people are there are other YouTubers that like do there's this other YouTuber that does like I don't know, like lampooning his videos. It was like, we're gonna eat this candy bar with a fork and a knife. I don't know. It's really funny though. But
anyway, thank you for the $1.99 Wiener Bob and for derailing the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, derailing the show. Someone else
said,
back to
Culdcept. your question, Dave.
Wait. Also,
Huh?
Scotty Mo wanted to know if anybody has if anyone has played Blazy Blue.
No, not a fan of that series.
To Blazy Wind.
No, I haven't played Blazy Blue yet.
Too anime for me.
Okay, anyway. Okay, back to Culdcept.
Anyway,
What?
So yeah, I imagine it's probably as possible if someone has enough technical knowledge and cares enough to pull the modified ISO or whatever they're doing with the game, because I mean they've got to be running it at runtime somewhere in your RAM. Yeah, and it's got to run on the emulator, so it's got to be somewhere in your system memory. But no one has done it yet with Assault Suit Lanos 2. They did a pretty decent job of obfuscating it. You can't just like find it sitting in the files like you might hope if you wanted it to be super easy.
Yeah, I tried to find it. I wasn't able to find it.
I bet Bo could find it.
Maybe.
With his reverse engineering tactics.
He might be the man to save us all. I mean, although at the same time, you know, I see Malenko has sent us $2.01. Thank you, Malenko. Said someone started a translation on Sat. Yeah, someone did start. Ben Clave, I think, started to translate this game on Saturn a few months ago. So there was a fan translation in progress. I don't know if Ben's going to keep up with it or abandon it with this official one coming. But I was going to say, like, you know, we don't get officially translated Saturn games too often anymore. This is literally like the second one after the other one that, you know, the Assault Suit Lanos 2 a couple years ago. So I would encourage everybody to, you know, support that and show that.
Honestly, I was going to say buy that. If you buy it and it sells well, they'll do more of them. So
right. I mean, the first one must have done pretty well. If we're getting it again with Culdcept, it's really cool.
Definitely, I'm interested in buying it on the Switch, but the nerd in me wants to play it on the Saturn. So, you know,
I know, I understand,
and
also, you know,
both
preservation purposes, because they're probably not going to be on storefronts forever. So, yeah, we definitely want to hopefully get that extracted one day, but at least for now, look forward to getting this game when it comes out in July.
Definitely.
I know I will.
Awesome. You gonna do a review then? You know, play it and like do like a little write up or something. Your thoughts?
I guess I could. I'd have to play it for longer than an hour.
You would have to
play it all the way through.
You're not just gonna buy it to buy it, right? You're gonna play it, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
use
that's
those
the thing.
SHIRO
Like,
funds.
I'll get a game, I'll play it for like a little bit, and then like I'll move on to playing something else, or probably just go back to playing PSO2 and then forget about the other games I was playing. So it's a miracle when I come back to a game. I've played Sonic Racing Crossworlds a couple of times now, and I consider that a win because it's more than once.
Yeah. Crossworlds. My son played the hell out of that like the first week, and then now it's back to like other stuff.
Yeah, I'm on Kirby Air Ride.
It's not bad. It's just it's not bad. I think it's just there's so much other stuff to play.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
You know. Thank you, Malenko, for the $2.01. Like, what is that? It's like you beat Wiener Bob by like what?
Yeah, he's evening it out to make it like an even $4.
Oh, that's the extra cent. I got you. It's the extra cent.
Yeah.
He's evening it out. I like it.
Right.
Taxes
Old
be
School
damned.
Gamer 86 said the Saturn translation shouldn't stop, in my opinion, just because of a Switch one, in my honest opinion. Yeah, and I mean, this is also going to be coming out digitally on Steam and Xbox and PlayStation 5, just to get that out there. But yeah, like it also is true that like we don't necessarily need to just say, well, there's an official translation, we can't ever do our own fan translation. So, you know, I'm sure that like Ben's translation, if he does end up going through with it and finishing it, will be appreciated and played. You know, people do retranslations of stuff now and then. You know, I know that Mr. Fredrickson wanted to retranslate Riglord Saga 1, you know, Blazing Heroes, because it was kind of a little dicey, little ropey at times. You know, and then we have the retranslation of like Shining Force 3 Scenario 1. So it's not like unprecedented. It still will be.
I just like the idea of yoinking a translation that already exists. Just like injecting
save
it into,
some work.
You know, save somebody the headache. But I don't know, maybe that might be even harder. With at least, you know, I guess if you wanted to like do a translation based on this, you'd at least have to play through this version of the game and take notes. But yeah, so I mean, it would be obviously easier if they could like reverse engineer and pull that out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're really going at it at your house,
stopped
Dave.
in the past because of official. So yeah, that's what he was saying. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's sometimes that's the other thing is if there's like some kind of a cease and desist or something. Is that what he means? I don't know. Like
or just feeling discouraged about it.
Feeling discouraged, yeah,
yeah.
because you know
I doubt they'll give him a cease and desist. I don't think I've ever seen that for Saturn. Honestly, I don't think I've seen that for any fan translation.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, even fan translation for Nintendo, I've never seen any cease and desists for them. It's only like fan projects.
But it just depends on how it's distributed. I mean, you definitely have to. You can't be distributing like the complete ROM or anything.
Right.
But yeah, no, I mean, there's a bunch of nerds like me who still want to play it on the Saturn. And this game has definitely intrigued me for many, many years. But again, it's always been kind of like steep learning curve in the Japanese part. But the artwork looks amazing, and it kind of has like what does this game remind you guys of?
It kind of has a Dungeons and Dragons RPG feel to the art of it. Like that lady really feels D&D-esque to me.
Yeah, but it's a card game, like a card tactical game. So
yeah, and then the table there that she's playing, it looks like Settlers of Catan or something. I don't know. It's like a round thing with an island, you know.
Hopefully they play something better than Settlers of Catan. Maybe they play Ticket to Ride instead.
What are you talking about? I love Catan.
I want a homebrew Saturn version of Twilight Imperium. I demand it. That would be amazing. Online play, 6 players.
I refreshed the site and now there's a new Trainoco article.
There is.
Oh yeah, because I put it up there at the beginning of the show.
You made it work.
While we were going live.
Nice. You want to talk about it, Pat?
Sure. So this was sort of a last-minute article I put up because I wanted to talk about it, but I got blocked by 3 different things, including work. So I had to talk about it. But yeah. So we're going to talk about the Project Justice board game translation. So for those of you that don't know, Project Justice, which is the sequel to Rival Schools, actually had a mode that was stripped out of the US version because they didn't want to translate it. The run-in theory is that there's just a short time that they had to translate it, like because it came out in December of 2000 and then March of 2001, so it's like a three-month lead time if they started on it when it was released. So I'm thinking that maybe they didn't have the time to do the work, or it was just so intense, especially you see this board's like all Japanese text and all that and stuff, so maybe just so intense that they didn't want to translate it.
So Americans would just think that like a board game was not interesting, so it wouldn't be worth their time to translate it. Who knows?
Yeah, it was too lame. They have to make it an entire game and charge you $40 for it. Mario Party. Sorry about that.
Right. It's Sonic Shuffle.
Exactly. Even worse. No. So recently, it was reported by the Dreamcast Junkyard that translator Billy Monks announced that he was working on a translation of this mode on January 22nd in English, so that way it'd be more playable for people in America. And a little bit over a week later, he released a first pass patch of it, so several text elements still need translating, but for the most part it's really playable, and I was able to decipher the rules, which I was surprised because there is not a lot of info on this board game online. I was telling Dan I could not find like a Let's Play, I couldn't find a game FAQ. I literally found, the only thing I found was threads of people saying, oh yeah, I learned Japanese to play with my uncle, haha, and I'm like, okay. That's cool.
Not helpful.
So there wasn't a lot of info on it.
This patch is really helpful. No,
it is, and I actually did a little write-up as well about the rules because I was hoping that people would, like, I even asked on the Dreamcast Junkyard if anybody had info on it, and nobody responded, so I had to do the hard work and play through the game a little bit and try to understand what's going on.
Analog Black Sheep asks, is the board game on a separate disc?
No, it's on the same disc as the Japanese version of Project Justice. So was it Moriko Justice Gakuen or something like that? I probably butchered that horrendously, so Dave can make fun of me now for that.
I don't see, where is that written?
Nowhere. I pulled it out of my hat because I just remember the name of it because I have it on the shelf behind me.
Well, there you go. Yeah. See, what's funny is I didn't even know that this mode existed because I played the American version,
Yeah.
So there you go. And I mean, they would do that like with, what is it? Virtua Fighter Kids. They took out like a bunch of the references, the Java T references and all that other stuff. There was a bunch of other little stuff in the Japanese version they took out.
The Japanese title is Moero Justice Gakuen.
Moero Justice Gakuen. There it is. Sorry about that. Butchered that horrendously, but tried my best. Off the top of my head, the mode is called Neketsu Niki, or in English, Burn Hot-Blooded Youth Diary. I think the first part is just Youth Diary, but the translated of it in Burn Hot-Blooded Youth Diary is the name of it. So interesting name for a board game. I think maybe Justice Party would have sufficed, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, so the board game, people might be wondering, what is it? So essentially it is a character creation trainer, like a creative character trainer. So a lot of like these games have some of these, but this one is specifically a board game. So you pretty much boost up his stats and you actually fight him. This is how you train him, I guess, for other modes. And you can use your character that you make in this in the other fighting modes. So the versus mode, computer versus story mode training. So it's very interesting that you could do it. So the way that it works is that the objective is to collect credit points, which is laying on the purple squares on the board up here, and this allows you to increase your points and potentially get a bingo on your points card, which is the main point. You get the most points to win the board game. And each of the bonus spaces will grant you an extra 50 points, so you just want to go around getting that. But that's the thing, though, is that's not the only way to win. You also need to boost up your stats on the board. So each of the blue text has a stat on it, so it's like attack, defense, intelligence. You can't really read it because it's in Japanese, but you could, it's not translated yet as well, but if you look in the menus, you could sort of see which one is which. So I think it's one of the challenging things that it's hard to land on it. So essentially, you have to gain the points or up your ability score. And there's 9 areas of the board which give you like different stat points. So there's the rooftop, there's a school, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st floor, the club wing, the gym area, pool area, north grounds, and south grounds. So it's a bunch of areas, and you go and get the purple points. You get like bingo with it. And the thing is that you actually also you boost your stats so that way you can win both battle minigame fights and the grand fight towards the end. And the minigame fight is it's kind of interesting. So you basically get a card and you can challenge someone to a fight, and basically it depends on your stats at the moment. And if you lose, you potentially lose cards, levels, or even your partner. So here's the CPU taking my partner away from me. Hinata, she is no longer mine. It now belongs to
oh no.
I think his name was Rai or something, or Ray. I think that's what his name was on the board. But yeah, and you might be thinking cards. It's like, yep, this also is a card game. So so you're given 2 cards every 5 rounds, but you can also get them by laying on spaces or stealing during that battle minigame. And they can really range from moving spaces, changing the spinner numbers, getting a partner, and a ton of other effects. And the game lasts about 40 turns, and once that happens, you count up your points, and then you do a little CPU fight. So the 2 CPUs will fight each other like a challenge thing, and the winner will get extra points. So as you could see, he won that fight, but because I had the most points, I won in the end. So that just goes to show that no matter how much you raise your stats, if you get enough points ahead, you can still beat the CPU and win the mini game. So it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun mini game. I definitely recommend trying it out. It's kind of hard getting the stats though, because you don't know what you're landing on or what you could land on. So unless you remember what every one of the kanji says, you're kind of winging what the stats are that you're landing on. But it's still a lot of fun. I think hopefully they'll translate those tiles so you can see what the tiles say. That way it'll be a little bit easier to get your stats up. But I think that might be one of the reasons why they didn't translate, is because of the difficulty in that regards. But yeah, hopefully that made it a little bit more clear for people people that want to play the game and want to know what the board game's happening, because I had no idea how it worked or what went into it. So hopefully that cleared stuff up from people. There's a big like a rule text in the beginning of it, so I tried to summarize it the most I could. And there's still a lot there that you have to look into as well. But and still a lot more that I still need to investigate and learn about, because there's a lot to this game. So yeah, if you guys want to try it out, you can download it now. The download patch is on GitHub. You can download that and use the Universal Dreamcast patcher by Derek Pasquarella to actually try it out yourself. So highly recommend it. And to remind people, it is for the Japanese version, and I think the main translation that was only really on this board game is the focus. So the other modes I don't think got translated really at all. So
gotcha.
Makes sense though. Good stuff. Good rundown, Pat. So I real quick, I have an update on my Dreamcast. So I know it's only been like 20 minutes. But while I've been sitting here on the show, Bunny has been working on the Dreamcast during the show. And then at one point, I heard from the other room the sound of the Sega Gaga theme song. And then she came in and gave me a thumbs up. So I guess she fixed it. I think she must have turned the potentiometer. Yeah, okay, she did.
A little bit? Okay,
yeah, cool. A little bit. So yeah, we may be back in business. Nice. Thanks for the suggestion, Dave.
Sounds good. So you gotta give us a rundown on the Sega Gaga stuff. I don't know if you could talk about that much, so.
Not yet. I want to leave it to them, to the main team. You know, whenever they want to like properly unveil it. I know that it's public knowledge that they've been working on it, but and they are getting close. They thought they were closer before I started playing it, and I started finding a bunch of typos, and they're like, well, I guess we're not quite about ready to release this. But yeah, the game is fun. It's very funny. It's a pretty cool game. It's been a good time trying it out and getting to play it in English.
Cool.
I need to try that out. I want to make a video on that one and play that on stream.
I have a question, Pat. Where did so I see how on this translation it says "Burn Hot-Blooded Youth Diary" is the translation that he did, but is that also like written on the game itself? Is that like okay, all right.
It's on the menu. That's where I got the title of it. It's
because I know in Japanese a literal translation isn't always the correct translation. Like Neketsu does mean hot-blooded, but I think Neketsu Ninki would translate as passionate diary. Like hot-blooded diary, it would kind of translate as like passionate diary instead of like literal hot-blooded youth diary. So it's just interesting. I don't know who
I'm just reading what Google Translate gave back to me.
No, yeah. I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying that it's one of those instances where they kind of went for like the literal translation to English versus like the intent. I think Neketsu Ninki is supposed to mean like passionate diary, but
that makes sense.
And I just looked that up. And so you know it. But Neketsu by itself does mean hot-blooded, so. And Ninki does mean.
Yeah, because there's a Saturn game with that's like a cartoony beat 'em up, isn't it? That has Neketsu in the title.
Yeah, what was it? Neketsu Oyak. Let's see. Now you're making me.
Like Hot-Blooded Family or something like that.
Hot-Blooded Family. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway.
Oyako. That's what it was. Hot-Blooded
Oyako.
Family. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, definitely try this patch out. Now he's not quite finished with it, right, Pat? There's still a little more work to do.
Yeah, there's still a little bit more work to do on it, but I think it's pretty good for the most part. It's pretty playable. I don't know how far he's going to be able to go, as all the tile and stuff on the thing has kanji on it. So I don't know if he's able to like replace that with like a new text, or that might just be like you have to learn what that is to be able to play it.
Okay. Well, here's hoping he can figure something out. Even if he can't, I'm sure everyone will be able to get through just fine and be able to enjoy it way more than they could have if they tried to just play the original Japanese version, right?
Exactly. It definitely was playable for me, and I understood the rules, so mission accomplished. Nice. The only hard part was knowing what the stats were that I was landing on. So like I didn't know what the options were. It's like, do I want to get my attack up or my stat? So that's sort of where you're at a disadvantage with that. Alrighty, I think that's about it, and we're gonna go to the game stream soon, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, stay tuned for the game stream, everybody. But in the meantime, we want to thank our Patreon supporters, right, Dave?
Pat, what are you streaming? Did you already say?
I'm playing that board game from Project Justice.
Oh, you're playing the board game. Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, yeah. Patreon supporters, your time is now. Appreciate all of you guys for support. What just happened to my browser? Hold on a second. Okay. For everyone who supports us at the $10 and up level, we appreciate you guys. And you are, hold on a second. There we go. All right, we got Cerulean, Chad Clark, Chris Piper, Daniel Fredrickson, Derek Pascarella, A-Team, Emerald, Evo 42, Fat Drunk Friend Otaku, Gem Clash or Rank, Johannes Fetz, Lion Wing Publishing, Memphis, Normal Guy, Nutrageous, Paul Bort, Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dinked, Sega Steve, Shadow Mask, Stone Man, Young Money Sui, and Jung Money.
You mentioned Daniel Fredrickson too, right?
And I did, yeah, Daniel Fredrickson. Yeah, that was, I think, the third one. Sorry, the fourth one that I mentioned. All you guys, we love and appreciate you, and thanks for keeping the lights on, so to speak. And then to everyone else, thank you so much for any contribution. And again, don't worry if you can't support us financially. You can always be a member of our Discord community.
Yeah,
and you can join
us and talk.
Join in one of the many activities, conversations, all sorts of stuff going on. We're in an off week on the community challenge, but I'm sure folks will be competing on something or continuing their Zap.
We're always playing Saturn in the Saturn Discord server.
That's right.
What do you know?
And lots of folks playing online too. We still have the online event going on, right?
I still get matchmaking ads.
Worldwide Soccer 98. I think we're just about finished with round 2. I think there's still like one more match to do in round 2. The European bracket's already up to the finals for that bracket, and then they await the winner of the U.S. East versus West match, which is still like a couple of matches away. So, yeah, the tournament's still moving.
Yeah. So, and I mean, in terms of just like folks being available for stuff, I'm seeing folks hooking up for matches, like random matches all the time. So
that's true.
If you have your Saturn online, there's definitely someone out there that is probably available to play.
Play and beat or get beat by. You know, you can't win them all. Right.
But yeah, until next time.
Thank you for watching.
Well, don't leave because Pat is going to play a game.
Yeah.
And you can stick around and heckle him and give him a hard time in chat.
Like you suck at gaming. That's what I do.
There you go. I'm Saturn Dave. We got Danthrax and Trainoco reminding you that you must play Sega Saturn.
You must.
Catch you later.
Later.
And it was a long show.
Yeah.
So we'll go over that next week.
Wow, every time I see Joe Santini in chat, I think it's Joe Satriani.
It's Joe Satriani.
It's so tiny, like the font is so tiny.
Alrighty, guys. I wanted to welcome you back to the stream, and we are playing today Project Justice. So you might be asking, what is that above your head, Patrick? What is that? That is the VMUPro outputting the VMU screen from my little VMU on there. It's more useful because I'm using this wireless controller and I can't see it, so it's nice to look up and be able to see it versus on my controller. So today,
are you getting that by like Wi-Fi or like how?
USB. There's like a USB thing and a Discord add-on. I talked about it on the show. So there's a USB. Basically, you connect a USB and install a plugin on OBS, and you can actually get the feed from the VMU. So it could show you the VMU status. So like, it'd be cool for Resident Evil and stuff like that. So you can actually play Resident Evil and see all the stats while you're playing it.
Yeah, that's pretty brilliant. That's awesome.
Yeah, so today we were playing some Project Justice, the board game. So there's like Burning Diary or something like that. So board game for 4. We're going to do that.
Pat. I gotta log off.
See you later.
I'll catch you later. Bye.
So we're going to start a new festival. So we're going to start that. So this was fan translated recently. This is a first pass patch. To don't know, and I'm going to sort of go through this a little bit and sort of explain how to play it, and hopefully people will, hopefully it'll make sense to people and people will really enjoy it and figure out how to play a little bit easier, because it was not very straightforward when I started playing it. It was kind of confusing, so they have a bunch of rules that I went through. I had to like take notes and figure it out, but I'll go through where you could find those rules as well. But we're just going to do a basic one player versus, we'll do one player versus one just because it's pretty lengthy. It's 40 rounds. So I kind of want to sort of not be here all night doing that, so we'll just do a quick thing. So I'll choose a name for the board game. So I think this is the name for your character. Actually your it's kind of weird. It's like the character that you're playing as. So we'll do Trey. And then we'll choose a name for fighting game. I think that's actually the fighter themselves. Is that what it means, the fighter character? I'm gonna name him the most classic name of all time. I'll name him, actually, I know what I'll name him. We'll name him, Blazy, after Bo. And sex, unfortunately there's not a yes option, so we'll do M. What high school do you guys think I should do? I usually do Justice, but which one do you guys think I should select? I'll take the first one in chat, so whoever decides that now will pick my fate for the high school. Let's see some options. Nobody wants to give me a name of the high school? I'll probably have to delete a little bit, so... Alright, we'll do Pacific. Alrighty, and we're going to do... We'll do Gen Ed. I want to be a little bit strong. I did Tech. And then we will do Love. Old Prophet. There we go. So yeah, just people remind them, board game name means the name on the board game, not the name of the board game. So that's the character you're playing on the board game. And the fighting name is the name of the fighter, just for people to remember. Alright, so we'll design him. Let's see. Let's make him a beetle. Actually, make him look like Rock Lee a little bit. I like that face. And we'll use it. We'll play mine. Let's see. We'll have my last character played. Okay, I guess not. That's weird. I saved him. Is he just dead? Maybe it's in this one. No. That's weird. I thought it saved. Oh well. Yeah, sure will be it. Alrighty. Here we go. Wow, still 47 viewers. Thank you guys for watching. Alright, so, so for people that want to play this for the first time, I definitely recommend that you read the rules. It is pretty in-depth, and it sort of goes through it, and it's very clear. So definitely go through these rules before you start playing. I'll explain them a little bit better, but it'll probably be a little bit more clear when you read them as well. So yeah, basically what you want to do is you want to get all the purple stuff to get the purple spots are going to get your points up, which is going to be important for winning the game. The blue ones are sort of are more of the stat, so it'll say like intelligence or attack. I don't know what the kanji says, so it's a little bit hard for me to say, so we're just going to be guessing on a lot of them. So the space is just a bonus space. If you get that, you get 50 points extra. You want to land on those. There are a lot of people on the board. There's only 2 players, but all the other characters on the board are people that you can partner up with and get points and stuff. So you definitely want to get them. But like I said, you start with 2 cards, so you can. I think only the move ones ended, but you can do stuff like get partners. So we're gonna start off immediately by getting a partner. We'll use get her. And then you bile them immediately, so I'll show an example of it. So, already, stats are kind of iffy. We'll try to battle. So this is like a little tiny mini battle game. I think it's really cute. So, if we get out of the gate, we might have a little better chance. There we go, we got it. And then our partner's gonna take us over the edge. Take that. So that is good. We won the battle, and we have options. So I guess we can only steal cards. So we're just gonna steal his cards. Let's see. I'm gonna take his partner card. Oh, 2 cards. And I'll take his battle one because I don't want him battling me again. And I want to battle him again. And I take his health down. So you can be pretty aggressive with it. I think the battle does end your turn. I think it might be the only one that does end it. Yeah, take that. And then it's the other bot's turn. They're just moving around the field, so you can talk to them. I think you land on the space, you can partner with them. So there's 2 options you could do. You could do a walk, which is free. It's 1 through 6. But if you want to run, it's 7 through 10, so you get a lot more movement. But you also lose 2 HP. So we're just going to do the run, but to get some early spots early, see what we can get. So our options are we can land on that spot, and I think it gets the XP up. Land on these 2 to get our bonuses, 2 bonuses up, or that one. So I think I want to land on this one first. We can battle them, that's cool. I'm gonna fight them again. There we go, I won again. So take that. So we're just making this guy's life hell. Let's steal his cards again. His only card. Suck it. So yeah, fun time all around. Alrighty, so he got some points, so he's a little bit up. Alrighty then, let's go a little bit smaller this time. We can get some points on the board. Looks like we don't have points, but we can get this. I'll do that right now. Do Burning Elbow, get some moves. It'll help us a little bit in our battle at the end. Yeah, so this guy's getting a little bit ahead of us right now. We need to get on the purple spots and get those, but it's all by chance, so... Let's try, see, let's get another partner. I want him. We can move 1 space, or we'll spin the roulette. Oh, that's good. We finally get some points on the board, so that's good. We want to get those. Your partners also only last for a little bit amount of time, so you want to make sure you get them and keep them get as many as you can. And then every 5 turns you'll be getting cards, so I should be getting cards. Yeah, here it is. It's supposed to give me some cards. So make sure you always use your cards. They're pretty much free, so I'm gonna low up your defense. I'm gonna do that. We'll spin the roulette to go again. Got a big 9. Let's see if we can get any points on the board. No, it's all stats. Actually, wait, can we get right there? No, we can't, unfortunately. But I will right here. Get our attack up a little bit. I think I'm gonna steal more of his cards because it's funny. Got big numbers right there. Yeah, we need to get his numbers off the board. I'm gonna do another battle against him. Let's see. Actually, we'll do the... one space real quick. Actually, I think I might end it, so I might have messed up. Yeah, that was my bad. I ended it by mistake. Oh my gosh, this guy's getting all the points on the thing. So I think I'm gonna do another battle with him. So I'm just gonna keep beating him up, beating him down. It's just that. It's just a the fighting game will be like right afterwards, so it's like at the end of the game. There we go. Knock him out. So let's see. I'm gonna steal his credits. Give me your credits, kid. I want to steal that one. So take that. Mine now, thank you. We'll keep bullying him by a lot, so we want to keep bullying him immediately. Dude, this guy's cheating. He landed on the things again. Well, you know what they say. You gotta beat it out of him again. Gonna steal his credits yet again. Yeah, the music is vibing. I like the music. It's very vibing. Alrighty, time to beat this kid up again. Here we go. So yeah. Take that. We steal more of his credits? Yeah, we are stealing his credits. So I want that 3. There we go. This kid is just not yeah, this kid is just not having a good time right now. I'm just beating the hell out of him. So about even now, so I'm gonna use the next turn to like level up my character a little bit. Just because I don't want him getting that bonus, so I think I might just use some, let's see, bonus cards, warp. We'll do some running, we'll try to get some levels up. Oh, 10, damn. Let's see, what can we get? Let's get some moves. Meteor kick it is. Yeah, yeah, old school game, and there should be an invite on the for the Discord server in the chat and the text in the description of the video. So if you want to click on that, you'll be able to get in a little bit easier. Oh, there we go. Got some cards. Let's see. I'm gonna get a partner again. Kill him. And then we're going to get some big rolls, is what I want to do. Big rolls. Alrighty, let's go. Spin the win. Let's see here. What can we land on? Wow, I'm not getting any, Okay, I think I already got that one. Ooh, let's get that one. Yeah, Whoa. The heck? Why can't I move? Can't move there. What is going on? Why can't I move? Oh, is it like the... Oh, I guess it has to be in movement ones. There it is. Well, this guy's getting some cards as well, but we need to take him down a little. Oh my god, this guy's just getting points on the board. You have to stop that immediately. Here, I'll pin that, so if you get people want to join that. Or not, won't let me pin. Oh well. I tried, guys. It will not, it doesn't want me to pin today. I don't know why it didn't want me to pin, but I guess not. Alrighty, can I get anywhere on the... Can I get, like, any of the points? Can I, like, is that a no? What the... I guess I'll go all the way over here, then. Might as well get my stats if I can't get, like, the points on there. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a good thing I did only 40 turns because it'll take forever if I didn't. Where can I go for on 11? Okay, so I can finally get something on 11 if I... Oh, what the heck? There we go. Wait, no, I can't... What the heck? Why can't I get that? Oh, that way. I have to go... Oh, that's so weird. Alrighty then, got some more points on the board. I'm a sad boy for some reason. Got 3 maths. Oh my gosh. This guy just wants to troll me right now. Alrighty, we'll do small. Oh wow. There we go. I want you to be my partner. Thank you. And we're getting 4 on, 2 on. Wow, I'm not smart. I'm not smarts at all. Looks like they're partner up as well. Sorry for the coughing, I'm getting over a little sickness here, so... Got a little coughing going on right now. Alrighty, getting some attack on there. Oh my god, they're on that board. Alright. Ooh, cards. 5 spaces and 1 away. Let's try just doing the big spins, seeing what I can get. So 7. Let's see, let's do this one. I actually am doing a gold one, a battle card. There we go. Alrighty. This is so hopefully we'll get some more partners, but it seems pretty close. It's only like 15 rounds, so we got quite a bit left. And I got a lot of HP, so I don't know why I did that. We get a lot of those ones. We'll get another move and talk to him. Get some teammates. There we go. And we'll do Groovy Wheel. There we go. Alright, so we're good. Wow, he's got a little, what's that called? A little posse going on over there. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, we'll do the big spins now. Okay, let's here. I'm just gonna get more stats. There we go, potential. We're getting some good stats here. Gotta make sure he does not get any special ones. Oh, cool. Discord, it's been... Okay, yeah, the Discord froze up on me. There we go. Let's see, sorry, yeah, I've been having a lot of issues with OBS today. I don't know what's going on with it. Alright, let's see, where can we go? We'll try that one. I don't think I've been on that space before. Oh, the store, right. There we go. Ooh, battle card. Oh, I think I have to discard. That's fine. So we're probably gonna play beat the hell out of this kid in a little bit. We have a couple battle cards, yeah. We are indeed going to be playing beat the hell out of the kid. It will be funny and I will laugh a lot. I will laugh quite a bit. Alright, held cards. Let's do Affinity up. Let's do Zaki. Let's see. We'll get another partner. I guess I'll steal this one. Then we'll do another battle just because I want to beat him up again and because it'd be funny. We shall steal more credits. Take that. Bro, oh my god, this guy is toast. He is dead. There we go. There we go. Now we're doing good. Let's see. Steal Affinity. Steal cards. We'll steal some credits. We do need more. See if I can get a bingo if I have any of the 4s. I don't, but I do need like big numbers though. Board. So I need to steal that one, even though it doesn't give us a bingo. I kind of want those points later. Oh my god, guy needs to lay off those cards. Oh, we were gonna steal it again because funny. Beats. We shall troll him now. We'll level down his intelligence. So suck that. We're gonna level up our potential because funny. And then we will battle him yet again, so get ready to knock his crap in yet again. So die. Oh god, he is just not having a good time. We're just stealing from this kid. We're lowering his stats, beating him up. Like, look at that. Not even a contest, just Baba Booey right there. This is how you play the game. You just troll them and just beat the absolute hell out of them. Still more credits. Let's see here. I'll steal this one just because I want a bingo. It still is maths. Hopefully it's just maths and not something else that starts with an M. There we go. We're making big plays and we're getting big points, so that's what's important. The heck? You're fighting me again? Okay. Enjoy getting your butt kicked. Here you go. Later. Wow, what the heck? It's... Bye. Take that. There we go. We're getting some good stats. All right, we're stealing more credits. This kid's gonna flunk out of school the way we're dealing him. Let's see. Oh, okay. We don't have anything. We'll let's steal. I want to steal that 3. Take that. Get owned, noob. Yeah, the PCFX Club's really cool. I love the people on that podcast. Definitely recommend people watch it. Also, I'm pretty sure that my viewer numbers count is incorrect, but I'm going to pretend that we actually have 3 viewers. So, sorry, we have 47 viewers, not 3 viewers. That'd be really funny. I'm gonna pat myself on the back and say we're keeping those 47 viewers. So thank you for all 47 for watching, because I know that's the number of viewers in the chat right now. 100%. Oh my gosh, do I need to keep teaching this kid a lesson every time? You do not get ahead. I beat you up. That is the deal. Do I have more beat up cards? Damn, I don't. I will move 5. Let's see. Ooh, get some credits. Heck yeah, we're gonna get a bingo. No, get back here. I need you. I need you to help me beat this kid up. It's funny. Alrighty, can I still beat him? I can only warp. Let's make some big plays. Let's see, I already got that one. I want him because I want to get some more people on my team. There you go. No! Come on, I need you to beat people up for me. I need you to beat this man up. Alright, 23 turns. We're about over halfway there towards the end of it, so we're getting some good numbers. Let's see here. We shall spin the roulette again. You know, I was worried that my RNG was not good at the beginning, but now I'm getting some good numbers and I'm beating this kid up constantly. Man, I sound like a bully. You know what? I didn't get to be a bully in high school. I shall be a bully today. Can I please be your ally? Okay, I guess not. I would have liked it if you could have came here so I could have a little partner, but I guess not. Oh gosh. No, you do not have steel cards. I am the one that steals, not you. Alrighty. Sweet. Partner. Ooh, 2 partner cards. Sweet. That's what I want. Partner, please. I'll take her. There you go. That's what you get. Alright, so... some big numbers. I think we need to go up. Yeah, we need to go up here. We'll do Phantom Wave. Oh god, he just standing there getting cards. This kid is just rolling in those cards. Oh gosh, he's close to a bingo. I cannot let him do that. Come on, let me have the ability to beat this man up again. Alrighty, let's see. I want to get some low numbers so I can just go like, or not. I already got this, I think. Okay. Talking about class costumes, frilly. Alrighty. Okay. I did not expect that, but okay. I guess cool. That works. Talk with Bowman. Don't talk to that man. Alrighty. Do I have any cards or just the partner one? I have one right now, so I'm okay. Try to get small numbers. To get. I think I've been there. Yeah, I was there already. To this dude. Neat. Works for me. Would you rock a belt buckle K95 for the look? I don't know what those words mean. I don't know what a K95 belt is. Yeah, Alucard, the fun thing about this game is that it wasn't, in the US version at least, it was Japan only, so if you want to play it, you had to speak Japanese or have the Japanese version of it. It really was a bummer. I don't know why they did that, but they probably just didn't want to translate it, so it's only playable in the... well, it was only playable on the Japanese version of the game, but in Japanese only. But now they translate it and you actually understand what's going on and actually play this mini game. It's actually pretty fun. It's definitely, I think it's a lot better than Sonic Shuffle for sure. And I can say that without even playing that game again. I don't think I played that game like 10 years. So even with that amount of not playing it, I know that this game is way better than it. It's just the facts of life. A belt buckle face mask. Okay. He has a face mask and the girl has belt buckle. Oh, okay. I only know about the 90. Is that like the N95 masks? Oh, okay. There we go. 10 rounds left. Level up, level down, guts. No battle though. Here. Down guts. I'll do it like at the end. Do that on me. Okay, let's roulette. Go. There we go. We're just getting all the stats up here. No, don't leave me. I need you. It's actually a lot of fun, Wiener Bob. I really enjoy this game quite a bit. Like, it took me a little bit to understand what's going on, but I do like this board game. I kind of would like to get it with more people. Like, if we get like a 4-player version of it going. Maybe at a Game On Expo, do it at like a con or something. That'd be kind of fun. But I like it so far. It's a lot of fun. I need a partner though, because I don't want to get my butt kicked. I guess I'll take America Girl. Let's see here. We'll do big spins. We gotta kind of make our way. Make our way back down. I kind of want to go somewhere else. Yeah, I think it'd be a good Mario Party equivalent if you want to play this for Mario Party. I think it's a lot of fun, especially with the combat mechanics. It is really luck-based though, because you get like a lot of that stuff where the character's kind of cheating. I wonder if I can get to this door again. Alright, let's see what we can get for 5. We'll get some more cards. There we go. Oh, a battle card. You know what we're doing. We're beating them up is the question. Yeah, the old Mario Party games are pretty good. I'm a fan of like some of the board game things. I think this would be a fun one for people that want to play, especially they customize their own character. So it might take a little bit to get everybody's character customized, so I would probably make some in advance, like just so that way people have characters all ready to go. Oh, you're kicking his ass again. Ooh, you think you tough? Oh yeah, you're dead. He is dead. I'd laugh so hard if he actually won this one for some reason. But I have everything higher than him besides one stat, so I think he is dead. Yeah, there we go. The only thing I noticed is that the computers are not very competitive. Like, I don't think the computers in this one are very like, oh sweet, we got a bingo, guys. There we go. Got a bingo on that. An HP4. Suck it. Night Zed. But yeah, the computers are... I don't know if maybe it's a difficulty thing, but the computers are not really competitive or doing battles like a lot, I noticed. So it might be somewhere... It might be a little more competitive if you have like people playing with you. At least I think so. Alright, 5, let's see. We'll go here. I don't think I got this one yet. There we go. No, don't leave me. Yeah, and they do stupid stuff like that, like go on spaces they've already been. So I think that they're not as competitive as I thought they would be. Ooh, another battle card. Ooh, steal HP. Alright. Let's see, we're gonna level down the guts of this dude because it's funny. Then we'll battle him again. There we go. Always love me some battle cards. There we go. Ooh, yeah, he is dead. You are dead, buddy. There you go. Goodbye. 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 Steal more credits. Let's see here. What can we get easily? Right, this one's close. Does he have the 4 as well? No. We'll try to get this to try to get another bingo on here. There we go. Uh-oh. No talking with the principal, not nice. Alrighty then, let's see. Cards we have, so HP. I don't think we have to do that. Let's do, let's see how far we can get. Well, let's get some more stats up. There we go. Oh my god, this guy is toast. Yeah, we have 4 more rounds left. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win this one. Because he's not gonna last. Let's just on those ones. We'll do big numbers. That is indeed big numbers. Let's see, what can we get? There. I don't think I've been over here though. I think I might go over here. And get him. Oh, that's the principal, sorry. Wrong guy. Yay, train with the principal. Yay. It kind of reminds me of the in Mario Party with the new one with the partners. That's what it kind of reminds me of. This is like ahead of its time. Well, I guess if you beat people up in Mario Party, it's kind of like that, I suppose. Yeah, this actually would be kind of a fun physical board game. I would be down to play this. But yeah, they probably want to make like the... That's what I think I'm hoping that they'll do for once this gets released, is that they'll change the text on it to be the text of the like attack and like stats on the board itself. But if not, I guess it won't be that big of a deal. I'll do Phantom Kick. There we go. Alright, 2 rounds left. I don't think this man's gonna be making it. I don't think he will be. Already. Here. Go. Alright, get your stats up as much as you can, buddy, because I'm going to be wailing on you in like a couple minutes now. Yay. Let's see, we'll warp to the first floor. There we go. See what we can do. We'll get another card even though I'm not gonna be able to use it. Alrighty. That is it. The game is over, and now we'll be fighting. So this one is like a tournament mode, so usually it'll be 2 people fighting, like for 4 people it'll be like a semifinals and then a finals, but since it's just us, we'll be fighting each other. So it's me and him versus, it'll be like a regular game. I think it's just CPU versus CPU. Yeah, he's gonna be dead. So I actually can't fight this one. It's just gonna be the CPU versus CPU. So it's gonna be just 2 CPUs fighting each other, like who's better trained. So I'm gonna be just my hands free while these 2 beat the hell out of each other. So good luck, buddies. Come on, Blasty, kill this dude. No! Blasty, kick his ass. There we go. Heck yeah. Kick that guy's ass. Perfect. There we go. I would laugh so hard if he lost it, but you gotta be kidding me. You have all the stats. Come on, man. Do some sick combos. Okay, well, you tried Blasty. Come on, Blazy, sorry, Blazy. Come on, Blazy, kick his ass. There we go. Heck yeah. Why? Ooh, countered. Already, I think I won this one. Just a speculation. I would laugh so hard if he like somehow like beats me. I'd be so pissed. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but it's perfect that he won. There we go. Winner is me. My Rock Lee looking ass face. Results are in. I am the winner. And I got extra points, so you suck. A CPU, so suck it. There we go. Music start. Yeah, 430, 450 points. Suck it. Let's do the Super Thunder Upper. Let's see you then. All right, here we go. So that was the board game mode of Project Justice. It's a shame we never got this in the United States on the US copy of it, but I'm glad we can actually play it now and enjoy it. Arcade mode online. Online, that's a funny one. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any online going on. There we go. Save the character this time. Perfect. And like I said before, you could play it. Oh, oops, skip that one. Oh well. Little cute thing of them just waving, saying thank you for playing. Alrighty, so but yeah, like I said, we can see the character we can actually check the character that we just played in. So we're going to check Blasty or Blazy. See all those moves he has. Review the stats he gained. So you can see the character has all the stats. I really wish you could change their uniforms, but I don't think you can. It shows all his stats and things like that, all his specials. And this is the character that we fought with, Mr. Blazy. But yeah, thank you guys for checking out this video with us and checking out the mode. I want to thank everybody that made this possible. This is awesome. Shout out to VMUPro for the cool VMU overlay on the top there. Really cool to see that in action and see that working. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Alrighty then, thank you guys for watching, and remember, you must play Sega Saturn.